General Carpenter. Hi, so very nice to see you. Just please excuse what I said. Just, I'm shutting my mouth right now. Sorry.
Well, it's late for that.
Oh, no, Viki, I don't... You understand, don't you, General? Sir? Right? Really, I mean, you've had to hide, from enemy lines and stuff, sneak around from one secret retreat to another, haven't you, before? That's just what Bo and Sarah are doing here. Really,
Darling, would you quit where you're ahead, please?
No, listen, I just got to explain this thing. Hank Gannon, he's the district attorney. He's like this dictator. And Bo and Sarah are like freedom fighters here, right?
This is not the time or the place to discuss it, all right?
Viki, this is war, and we need all the allies we can get. Now, you are on our side, aren't you, General?
I'm on the side of due process. I spent half of my life in uniform protecting our rights.
Right. Well, the way to protect Bo and Sarah is to help them here.
Well, under our legal system, an innocent person has nothing to fear.
That's the way it's supposed to work. However, unfortunately...
That's the only way it can work. I've seen young soldiers who go AWOL because they won't face one charge or another. They just find themselves in more trouble.
Well, I'm really afraid I can't see how Sarah can get herself in more trouble. She's already on charge for a murder that she didn't commit. Now that... Mm-hmm.
But you're missing the point. Running is just going to aggravate Sarah's problem. Sooner or later, she's going to have to rely on the law. More than armies and weapons, the law is what keeps us safe and secure.
Nice speech, General. Really nice. But let me just ask you a personal question. Please be honest. What would you do if Andrew was in the same situation as
Tina,
Sarah?
that's none of our business, please.
No. It would be very difficult, but I would turn my son over to the courts and rely on their judgment.
You would turn in your own son?
Look, if Sarah and Bo are going to pick and choose the laws they want to obey, where do you draw the line? Viki, you disagree with me?
No, I don't. I do agree with you. I've said those same words many times, more times than I could possibly count. Nonetheless, may we assume that you will not volunteer Bo and Sarah's whereabouts?
Well, let's hope I'm not asked. Now, may I see the library?
Yes, by all means.
Pardon me.
I'm not asked. Viki?
Is our guest finding everything he needs in the library?
Well, I guess so, but that's not the reason I came here. We have another visitor.
Sergeant Vega. Mm-hmm. Forgive me for dropping in so late, Mrs. Buchanan.
Oh, that's no problem at all. In fact, I was just having a cup of tea. Would you join me?
No, I'm here on official business, ma'am.
Oh, no. Tina, what have you done now? Is this more nonsense with Kane?
No. Now, you know why I'm here, Mrs. Buchanan.
I do?
I've just spent the last hour or so watching your husband at Rhodey's Tavern.
Why? He was there to meet a newspaper contact.
Yeah, that's right. He was there. It was for a big, really hot story.
No, Chica, the hot story's right here. It's obvious that your husband was acting as a decoy for me and the rest of the police force. Which also makes it obvious that you're hiding Bo and Sarah Buchanan.
Oh, dear Sergeant. I'm afraid you've got me. Tina, open the fridge and let them out. We've been keeping them on ice.
This is nothing to joke about, ma'am. You and your family are attempting to sidestep the law.
Oh, just a moment now, before you go making accusations that you are going to have to retract.
Bo Buchanan is your husband's brother. Now, your husband went out of his way to make me follow him tonight. And I played along, just to make sure he was trying to lead me away from Bo and Sarah.
You're making some rather large assumptions here.
So prove me wrong. Now, do you honestly think that it's in Sarah's best interest to keep on running?
No, I certainly do not.
So why don't you act in her best interest, Mrs. Buchanan? By telling me where Bo and Sarah are hiding.
If, as you suggest, I am hiding Bo and Sarah, don't you think I would be smart enough to hide them where you couldn't find them? Such as in my cabin in the mountains or on the ranch in Arizona?
Unless, of course, they were trying to clear Sarah's name before the trial. Then they'd have to stay right here in town, wouldn't they?
Would you like to know the truth? I really wish that Bo and Sarah would turn themselves in. But I don't think they're near enough to hear me.
So you wouldn't mind if I searched your house, would you? I mean, just to ease my mind.
This study on General Patton is really first-rate. Well, Maggie,
General Carpenter.
I didn't realize I was interrupting anything. Is everything all right?
That depends on Sergeant Vega.
Sir, I have reason to believe the Buchanans are sheltering Bo and Sarah.
No.
Now, how long have you been here, General?
Well, not very long. I'm doing some late-night research, courtesy of Mrs. Buchanan.
Did you see Bo and Sarah Buchanan, sir?
See them? I haven't seen hide nor hair of them. But I'm sure you have a search warrant. See for yourself.
Well, sir,
You don't have one?
No, sir.
Well, I assume you'll get one before you intrude on Mrs. Buchanan.
Yes, sir. I was actually just about to do that, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Here comes General! Gee, you know, I didn't know what you were going to do, Viki, but you really came through. This is just great. You too. Woo!
Well, I didn't come through for anyone. I answered the question honestly. She asked me if I had seen them. I haven't.
The letter of the law. You could have turned them in as easily as I, and you didn't.
Wait a second. You didn't either, and this is really something you both should be proud of.
I'll reserve my opinion until I know a little more about this
No,
situation.
you don't really have to say anything. I do believe in the law just as much as you do. But I also think there's something that's perhaps a little more important than the law. I have learned through the hardest possible way, the loss of a child, that in the end, all we really have is family. And when the chips are down and you have to make a choice, no matter what the repercussions may be, I now know that I will protect the people I love, right or wrong.
Hey, can't argue with that, can you, General?
Oh,
What's the matter? What's wrong?
Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Yes, well, you said that before, but I'm going to take you to the
Yes,
hospital this time.
It'll pass.
But it didn't pass, did it? Come on.
I really don't want to go to a hospital.
Hey. When Viki gives an order, you just might as well go along with it.
It's a direct order. You know what those are, don't you?
Of course, honey. I'm so sorry.
No, please.
Come on.
Please.
Here, let me get
Get you to the hospital and find out what
You'll be okay.
Oh, Sloan.
Oh,
Are you all right? Did the doctors give you medication? Could they help you?
He was very professional.
So it's over? I mean, the worst is over?
Have you ever noticed when it seems that things can't get any worse, there's no way out, no 11th hour reprieve, instead of panic, you feel relief? How would you like to have a drink with an old warhorse?
I beg your pardon?
A nightcap at the Buchanan Palace. They have a fine old brandy there. Perfect antidote to a long day.
Is that wise? I mean, should you be drinking, given the circumstances?
Well, I appreciate your concern, but damn the torpedoes and full speed ahead. How about it? 1 hour, 2 snifters, and then home.